Let's talk more about this market with our Power Lunch Market Insider. Joining us now is Wally Weitz. He is the founder of Wallace R. Weitz & Company. It's a four-star rated fund. He is a four-star rated fund manager, and we are thrilled to have you here.
Thank you.
We've been seeing this market march steadily higher with what a lot of people think is a considerable amount of consistency. And then there are those on the other side who say, yes, but it's gone too far, too fast. We still have a lot of headwinds. Which side do you come down on, Wally?
Well, I never know for sure, but it strikes me that we've had some sort of a bungee cord effect, and it stretched too far on the downside in March. It's bounced up to something more normal, but I think our working assumption is that the market's going sideways in an erratic way for maybe another year or two because things aren't. Seems like the stocks are doing better than the companies.
Can you make money in a sideways market?
Sure, we love it.
And what's the strategy?
Well, our approach to investing is to really think like a business owner and think about what somebody would pay for the whole company. Mm-hmm. And that business value sort of acts as gravity. And the stock price can get way below it or way above it, but gravity will pull it back.
Does somebody else in Omaha, where you're based, use basically that same strategy?
Well, I've learned a lot by watching my neighbor.
I wonder what it's like to be sort of in the same town.
Yeah, well, every morning we look to the east and we bow to the Kiewit Plaza. And
kind of like being the other third baseman on the New York Yankees behind A-Rod.
It's good company.
What is your largest holding right now?
Well, Berkshire is our largest.
Berkshire is?
Yes.
Would you be adding to it now, given its price?
No, we're perfectly comfortable owning it, but like a lot of our stocks, we measure the price to the intrinsic value, and a lot of them are in the 75–80% range.
Mm-hmm. Michelle has a question for you from Las Vegas. Michelle?
Yes, I'm here at the wireless conference, and all the talk is just how many more terabytes of data are going to be moved over mobile broadband as phones become more and more ubiquitous and smartphones become more and more ubiquitous. Are you investing in technology at all? Do you find value in that sector?
Well, we like companies that use technology because, and we own some companies that are sort of low-tech type companies, but when the product cycle is really short and we have to guess who the next winner is, a year from now or 2 years from now, that doesn't work for us. We like to be able to see 5 or 10 years out and have at least an idea of what the company will look like and buy at a discount.
You said you like a sideways market and that you're making money in it and that you look at what a whole company is worth. One thing that we're hearing from a number of managers out there is that there is still a lot of value, even though we have seen a lot of these companies and their stocks run. Do you agree with that or not? Because we have seen some pretty dramatic moves in some of these companies.
Well, we just look stock by stock. It's a case-by-case thing, and companies that we think are selling at 75 to 80 cents on the dollar we're comfortable with. It doesn't get us excited, but every once in a while the market hits an air pocket, and some of our favorites go down 10–20%, and we love to buy them.
Does debt matter? You want more cash than debt? Does that matter to you at all?
Debt matters to the extent that it can cause a problem, and we saw classic cases of that in the last year or two. So we like judicious use of leverage. Warren gets to use the insurance float, which is another form of leverage. We're pretty sensitive about having sort of belt and suspenders about being able to cover obligations out 2, 3, 4, 5 years.
Wally, thank you very much. Pleasure to have you with us today.
Thank you.